First you get the money, then you get that power. Huh? Yep.
You need to use my laptop?
You gotta use you wanna use it?
I need to use it
Okay.
till in the morning.
Alright. Thank you. Can you hit that light too? Appreciate it.
Yeah. The plug it in
Yep.
on the floor.
It's on the floor.
The
What
plug on
color?
that
It's
side.
black?
Yeah.
Alright. Appreciate it.
Plug it in.
Peace to the family. Peace to the family. Let me know if y'all like this. Cause I'm going live right from my phone. This is I don't usually do this. I usually do StreamYard. But give me some feedback. You know what I mean? Let me know how we smoking with this thing. Y'all like this? Is this cool? We don't have no sound effects tonight. We don't got no commercials. We just doing it raw doggy. We ain't gonna be here for super long either. Because I literally have spirit. I got work to do. I got full moon work to do. But it's cool. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm still on the road and whatnot. I'm still moving around. I'm in Texas. Uh so you know, I was like, let's just go live. Let's chop it up. Oh man, you East 49. You a veteran. You've been with us for the longest. You said original Melanin Monday vibes. You are definitely correct about that. This is how we used to give it up when we was in the Bronx. This is Melanin Monday from the Bronx vibes. It used to be right off of the phone, my G. No special anything, no sound effects, nothing. It was just a jack, you know what I mean? It was literally me just talking to the phone like this. So for all of my KTLians who go all the way back to the original, the days with us, you know where we at. You know what I mean? But it's a vibe check, you know. Shit. If we need to, we'll switch it up. You know, it's not impossible. Laptop is here. If we got to, then we'll switch it up. But before we even begin, how the early Android days. You ain't never how I'm really just checking in on y'all. To be honest with you, I don't have too much to talk about tonight. You know, shit, life is lifing. But what I really want to do is check in on the family and see what's popping. And how was your eclipse experience? We put a lot of videos up. Blue Pill did their damn near 3 hour show. I did a 3 hour show. Like, and he did Mineral Ministry. Like, goddamn it. And you got B Dell on Black Magic right now. So nobody can never say, damn, we wasn't prepared. Lies, my nigga. What do you mean? Like you're over prepared. You know what I'm talking about? You're literally over prepared. The amount of work that went in to get the family prepared for the eclipse is fucking stupendous. So I need some results. I want to know who's taking advantage of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if I'm wasting out my time. Like who's cooking? Like who's taking advantage of this? Who's you know who's putting in that work? So I really want to know how was your experience with the moon? Would you kick a cat if it was aggressive? Yes, I would. I dropped. Okay, Juzan. Juzan, we thinking about Techno Tuesdays. How do you feel about that? I need some feedback from you, Juzan, because you're a Techno Tuesday IRL veteran. And you actually you was very instrumental with us getting the venue the last time. So what's your thoughts on me and Spin City doing Techno Tuesdays tomorrow? How you feeling about that IRL type of time? Yeah, I'm talking about. Okay. You know how to get in touch with me by any chance? Or Spin City for that matter? If you do, I would very much appreciate if you reached out. I'd love to build with you about that. Right now, as I literally speak, the brother Spin City is in Atlanta in the West End at Jefferson's spot, and he's doing some VIP, which means vibe and peace, vibe and peace, and he's invited the Atlanta residents, the ATLians, to pull up on him and to be a part of what it is that he got going on. Spin City had a wonderful strong end. He was everywhere. He was going viral. He was at Tassili's. He was working. He was putting videos up. You know what I'm talking about? In real time. He had the stream team walking around filming him and whatnot. So bro is active. If we had 100 Spin Cities, we would be good. If we had 100 spent cities, what does that mean? What does that mean is we need more people to move like spin, straight like that. Like we need more people to activate and literally transform and start moving like Spin City. He's the MVP. He's the rookie of the year. You know what I'm saying? And if more people will move like that, we as a community and we as a network, we would be fucking unstoppable. But unfortunately, everybody don't move like that. I don't know why. I got my theories, but I don't want to even get into it because it's I don't want to put you guys in a somber mood. You know what I mean? The way that I'm seeing it is gonna make you somber. The shit is disheartening. You know what I mean? However, the more people are able to set an example, the more people that are potentially going to be inspired, and we could get what it is that we all bargained for. Because at the end of the day, I signed up to see people turn from niggas to gods. That is the only reason why I signed up and I stuck around is because somebody told me that we about to see the transformation of niggas to gods. And I'm like, I'll stick around for that. I want to be there for that. So let's let's fulfill the mandates. Let's fulfill the mandates. Let's go ahead and do roll call. We'll keep this thing traditionally the way that it's supposed to be. Let's go ahead and do the roll call. Let's see who's in the building. Let's tap in. Let's activate the grid. It's only right. You know what I mean? I'm in Texas right now, Houston to be exact. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my Houstonians. We see you. I'm talking about we see it. Shout out to my Houstonians. You know? Duval. We got Duval in the building. We got Queens in the Queens. Yo, what's up with Queens? Queens, I never seen Queens in the news as much as I be seeing. Queens is fucking y'all had a meeting or something. Y'all stepped it up. Y'all was like, we're gonna be in the news. We're gonna turn ratchet. We're gonna turn Queens into Hunts Point, 7 Mile. We got Atlanta. We got Virginia for lovers. ATL, Hartford, Connecticut, Syracuse in the building, bro. Queens, Denver, Colorado. Somebody said, why does it look like I'm watching a 70s film? Well, maybe you are. This is the we are in a retrograde, right? We are in a retrograde, so shit. You know what I mean? Knock yourself out. This is black exploitation right here. You know what I'm talking about? Indianapolis is in the building. We got Delaware in the building. New Bedford, Massachusetts is in the building. I'm talking about. It looks retro. Man. Don't let the name scare you. Y'all gonna have me Neptune retrograde. Oh, it's the Sapien. Hold on, let me see something. This might be a motherfucking filter on it, God. Let me see something. The lighting is all background. Los Angeles in the building, Detroit in the building, Boston is outside. You know what I mean? Norfolk is in the building. Jamaica Queens is in the building. Yeah, I just wanted to do the simple shit tonight. I didn't want to do all of the setup of the studio and the mic and the lights and the. I was like, I'm just gonna take the minimal route. You feel me? Like literally, my mind is not really. My mind is on this eclipse. My mind is on the rituals or the ceremonies for that matter. So pardon me. We'll be back to regularly scheduled programs probably tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Um, Jamaica, Queens, Los Angeles. All right now. So shout out to everybody that's in the building. Salute to every single one of y'all. you know, salute to every single one of y'all. Winston Salem. I haven't heard more. What did y'all do for your eclipse yesterday? Now, yesterday I was chilling and I turned on B Dell. I seen B Dell was live. So I tapped into B Dell's live and he was saying some things that I was like, okay, all right. I fucks with it. You know what I mean? B Dell was touching on some he was like, he was giving everybody this the steps, you know what I'm saying, how to make your eclipse work for you. So what he basically was getting into, he was saying that today and tomorrow is the 3-day window that we will be focusing on. And it's not just about yesterday and whatnot, it's about the shadow of the eclipse. It's about the 7 and the 8 and the 9, the completion and whatnot. So I was like, I received everything that he was saying. I received every single thing that he was saying. And I was like, word, F that. We are going to move into the whatchamacallit. We rocking on 3 days and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? We rocking on 3 days. So that's literally what I'm gonna be doing. I'm not just going to put all of my eggs in one basket. Nah, I'm rocking out tonight. I'm rocking out tomorrow. I'm stretching this shit. You feel me? I got work to do on this. This is a big eclipse. This eclipse is about removing shit. This eclipse, you see how Mariah the Scientist left Young Thug, nigga? That's what this eclipse is about. You gotta keep it fucking moving. If the shit don't serve you, you need to identify what don't serve you and what do serve you. That's what this eclipse is about. You need to lunar eclipse people up out of your life. Everybody was sitting around judging Young Thug and whatnot, but the whole Young Thug thing, that the whole entire thing, if you really read about this eclipse, you were just getting a cosmic lesson from what you may deem as a knuckle dragger. But the same way the Mariah the Scientist dropped this nigga like a bad habit, is the same way that you that are watching this should drop whoever the fuck is gaslighting you in your life, whoever is taking advantage of you in your life, whoever is making you look like a goofy in your life. You know what I'm saying? Whoever's trying to hypnotize you with hate, you know what I mean? Only to find out that that person needs help, right? Young Thug, to be honest with you, and I'm not here to judge nobody. I'm just paying attention to what I'm seeing, and I'm just weighing it, putting it on the scales and whatnot. I feel that that nigga needs to heal before he gets with anybody, especially a woman like Mariah the Scientist, who, as we can see, she's not equally yoked to Jeffrey. They are not nowhere. They are not the same. They're not the same pedigree. They're not of the same stock. They're not of the same breed. They shouldn't have even been together. But what did he do over the course of time? He had that young girl on the phone and he was hypnotizing her with hate. He had her hating on other people that she probably didn't even want to hate on and whatnot. I've seen this happen before. I've been in situations, I've seen this take place where people turn people's heart dark and whatnot. But real G's and real P's know you don't talk to no female about no other man. Straight like that. Yeah, she was his beard. This nigga needs therapy. He don't need a beard. He doesn't need a girl that he could dump on and basically trauma bond with and try to gaslight for the whole ride and whatnot. Son needs a real life therapist. Big Bank, who is his OG, he kind of fulfilled a little bit of that role, but that's not Big Bank. Big Bank needs therapy. A lot of these Atlanta niggas need therapy. A lot of the New Yorkers need therapy, especially all of the West Coast. All of you gangbangers on the West Coast who was banging and traumatized and doing it for the dead homies, y'all niggas need therapy. You need mushrooms. You need therapy. You need psilocybin. You need parasite removals. Like, let this eclipse draw the line where it needs to be. Now, there's a viral challenge going around with my good brother. I don't know if y'all heard about this. I don't know if y'all tapped in. I just don't know what, I don't know how far people are going in this in this hip hop rat race that we're in and whatnot. Um, but there's a brother by the name of Hocus 45 who has the rabbit hole. People are familiar with Hocus in the chat. Put an emoji if y'all familiar with Hocus 45. He has a clubhouse room called the Rabbit Hole. I don't know if he's been on this show, but we've been on his show. You know what I'm talking about? He's Sex Money Murder. He's a well-known blood. You know what I mean? He lives in Atlanta. And he dropped his flag. He's a blood and he don't blood no more. So he created something called Drop Your Flag Challenge. And it's getting a lot of pushback from lame niggas, right? Only the lames who, want to continue to feed off of the looch and the energy and feed off of the quote unquote ignorance of their members and whatnot. They don't want to see niggas grow because the majority of the people who I saw drop their flag, they said that the real gang is their family. And they're not gonna give up their family for no niggas that they don't even know like that, let alone niggas that don't even respect them, let alone niggas that would not even really put it on the line for them. Cause it's a lot of snitching going down. And it's a lot of people not living by codes and whatnot. It's a lot of fuckery. And, it's a lot of renegade activity. So you had a lame called Adam Master Mason, right? AKA Adam 22, AKA Adam 12, who's a corn star slash agent provocateur slash cuckold slash fuckboy. And he's put his nose in gang business. Now, I'm not even putting my nose in street affairs because I don't have no business putting in my nose. I'ma salute Hocus. I'ma tell him, you got my full support. I'm gonna tell Hocus whatever you need on this side, just holler. You got us. You know what I mean? We there for you, right? Um, but I'm not butting my nose into I don't have no business in that world. I gotta respect those who are in that world and live that life. At the end of the day, I will let the members take care of the members respectfully. You feel me? Respectfully. I have my personal opinions. I have my personal pet peeves. I have my quote unquote um you know, but I'm not a member. You feel me? I'm not in that world. I got enough to worry about in the world that I've created to whereas I ain't in that world. Street politics, uh I would say that I can affect street politics. What I've done, I affect it, but I'm a disruptor of that world. I'm here to destroy that world. I've destroyed that world. I've already destroyed that world. We destroyed Hip Hop Incorporated. We destroyed that. We pillaged that. We destroyed the street politics and all of the fake shit from the street world. We destroyed that over the years. We destroyed certain organized religions. We destroyed a lot of falsehoods that were quote unquote dominating the mental space of melanated people over the years. Yeah, we destroyed that collectively and individually. We are responsible. Our fingerprints are all over the destruction of those foundations. Rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? Rightfully so. But that's not something that, it is what it is. Like it needed to be destroyed. It destroyed itself. It destroyed itself. The only thing that we did is we were the media to point it out. We were brave enough to stand on it. And we're talking about before the Charleston White era, before you knew anything called woke and whatnot, before the Breakfast Club turned woke. Like niggas was putting in work, destroying shit. And yeah, we see the results. So the work that Hocus 45 is doing is a direct and is tied into the work that we've done over the years, and it's all a trickle down effect. So the fact that the work is trickling down to people like a Hocus or to people from certain hoods and whatnot, or gang members or gang leaders and whatnot, or it's trickling down to the members behind the wall, prisoners, political prisoners. Yeah, it's supposed to be like that. You know what I'm talking about? It's supposed to be like that. Each one teach one. Each one teach one. But what I want to stand on and what the challenge that I want to implement and the challenge that I want to create, right? Because Hocus is doing his part with his members on his side with the street politics. And like I said, that's not where I'm standing. I'm standing in the conscious community. So we need to create a challenge. We need to drop flags in this community the same way that they dropping flags in the underworld or in the trenches or in the street organizations. It's time for us to drop some flags right now because the eclipse the lunar eclipse that we're inside of the energy of it right now. It holds the power of 3 full moons. 3 full moons. It has the equivalent power of 3 full moons. So you would be a fool not to take advantage of that opportunity to make some shit happen. Right? I know that I'm going to. I know that I'm going to. I'm taking full advantage of that. You smell me? I'm taking full advantage of that. So the first thing that I'm going to do, and I did it today, I put a challenge on my Instagram where I challenge people to drop that zero challenge, right? And the drop that zero challenge is that we're going to drop anything that doesn't work for us. We drop in all of the zeros in our lives. And many of us can identify a few zeros around us. I'm talking about a few of us can identify the zeros that are in our lives, the zeros that are flanking us, the zeros that are the watchful spirit, the watchful eyes, the motherfuckers that are just standing around watching. Nigga, that's a zero. The people who pull on our energy, nigga, that's a zero. The people who doubted us, that's a zero. The people who hate on us, both secretly and in our faces, well, that's a zero. The people that keep playing in our face, that's a zero. The coworker who's hating on you, that's a zero. The energy vampire that's trying to suckle on you, that's a zero. The leeches that are sucking on you and trying to quote unquote take your energy, nigga. Zero. Drop them. I'm putting names on a piece of paper and I'm burning that shit. I'm burying them. Bonfire, nigga. I'm putting niggas in a Dutch tonight and I'm lighting it. I'm smoking my ops. You know, I'm smoking my ops. You gotta clear it up. You can't take all of these niggas. It's too heavy. You got to clear it up. I'm putting Adam 22. I'm ready to burn an effigy. I'm ready to burn a whole effigy of him. I'm putting Vlad in a pot. I'm putting Adam in a pot. I'm putting Trap Lord Ross. I'm putting all of these weirdos in a pot and I'm burning it. Drop that zero challenge. You feel me? The effects of this eclipse is going to be felt for damn near years. This is a powerful, powerful window that you're in right now. So why not purge? This is a purging moon. This moon is about purging. This is a purge moon. So it's time to purge these niggas. And I don't know how else to say it. The purge is amongst us, is upon us. And we have to be, I don't know what we have to do. Let me change the language. I don't know what the fuck we have to do. You know? I don't know what we have to do. Cause I'm not speaking French. I know what the fuck I have to do. You know what I mean? I need to get rid of the noise. I need to get rid of the noise. I'm focused on signals right now. Fuck the noise. I want signals. I need signals from the cosmos. These niggas said that the ancestors are coming back in November. I need signals, bro. I need to clear up all of this fucking noise around me. I don't need no noise because, to be honest with you, in hindsight, it's the noise that had me stressed out. It's the noise that had me wilding. It's the noise that had me depressed. It's the noise that had me not wanting to do nothing. It's the noise that had me fatigued and whatnot. It was the noise, nigga, of me worrying about what other niggas is saying to other niggas. How did I wind up there? That's the noise. You can't even hear yourself, let alone the signal. The ancestors are talking right now. Nature is talking. The trees is talking. What are you talking about? The bugs are talking. But we got a lot of noise. So how the hell can you get clarity when you worrying about what the fuck Young Thug, watch out now, said on the phone to Mariah? How? How do you know anything is going on when all you watching is snuff films on the internet? The dude on the train stabbed a girl in Charlotte from the Ukraine. I don't want to see that. The fuck? The fuck I need to see that for? Like, why do I have to see that? What is that gonna do for me? What the fuck did that do for my day? How did that help me at all? I don't want to see that. Niggas is sharing shit with me that I didn't ask them. I'm blocking you niggas. You're getting unfollowed, fam. You're part of the noise. If I see people online repost fake stories, I'm unfollowing you because you're dangerous to me. If you don't know what reality is at this point in 2025, nigga, beat it. You know what I'm talking about? You're getting blocked. I'm creating moats around niggas. Like I don't want to talk to you. I don't respect your mind cuz you fell for AI. Niggas is reposting AI like it's real. That just means that you're not on point, nigga. You have too much noise going on. How could you not decipher and discern? You're not a good student. I'm blocking you. You got to get your shit up because niggas got too much access these days as it is. And they think that they made it because a nigga liked their picture or something and they don't want to put in no more work. They don't want to study. They think they made it because they took a picture with 19 keys or something. You niggas have failed the mission, bro. You signed up to this shit to be on bandwagons. You signed up to this shit to be a professional picture taker, nigga. That's what the fuck you went through all of that. You read all of them books just to pull up on niggas to take pictures, grown ass man. Like, come on, fam. Y'all are letting yourselves down. You're not letting me down. You're letting yourself down. You're letting your future self is looking at you, shaking his motherfucking head from the space station like, God damn, I sent the dick rider to this planet. Like, y'all need to grow the fuck up and level up in life, bro. I'm tired of this shit, bro. So instead of me emoting, I'm just gonna let the goddamn lunar eclipse do the talking. I'm cutting a bunch of shit off. I'm unfollowing, blocking. I'm just purging, right? I'm on my purge shit. I'm coming back from Texas on some new shit, bro. I'm promise you. I promise you. Niggas need to clean up. People need to clean up, bro, because they're so comfortable in their mediocrity. They're so comfortable in their mediocrity that they're running around sharing fake ass news, information don't got nothing to do with what Bobby and Phil and Delbert and none of the master teachers was talking about. You niggas is just gossiping at this point, bro. If it don't got nothing to do, if it's not connected to the teachings of the master teachers, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, for real, bro. What are you talking about? And who sent you? Why do you think I care? Like, people be sending me stuff and I'm like, fam, who the fuck do you think I am? Like, I'm offended. I'm offended, bro. And if my thing is, if your discernment is so poor, then in my mind, your brain is poor. You're a gossiper. You're a hater. You talk crazy shit. You eat pork. Like, I'm just judging you right now. I'm just you can't be on. You can't have a healthy diet and engage in certain things. It's just a dead giveaway. It's just a dead giveaway. You got to start judging people on their actions, and you have to be very meticulous as to how people are moving, and I will tell you everything that you need to know about said individual. And we are because of the algorithm, because of the dead internet, because of the manipulation of Mark Zuckerberg and all of the weirdos and whatnot. They've literally put us in prisons called echo chambers, prisons, algorithmic prisons. We can't break out. It's people that don't even know that I'm alive on Instagram because they haven't seen me in years and whatnot because I'm in an algorithmic prison. They got me surrounded by fucking bots, clones of myself, and just weird niggas who they know be talking about me. But they'll put you in the same room with the motherfuckers on the internet. Like, Like they know, like the same way that they was recording Thug's calls, and they as he was as he was running, as he had diarrhea of the mouth, there was people listening, writing names down. Oh, he don't like this nigga. Damn, oh man, Glorilla is ugly. Oh shit, she look like who? Riri? No, that one situation, multiply that by millions. They know who you don't like. They know who you pillow talking about. They know who you hating on, and the algorithm will bring you and those people together. Yeah, he said she looked like Brianna, not Rihanna. Yo, low key, if I was Young Thug's manager, Pee Wee Roscoe, I would be like, family, let's just go right into stand-up comedy. Like, you don't even gotta rap no more. This is a funny ass dude that we talking about. I didn't know he was so funny. Go right into comedy, Jefferson. Cause I don't want to hear that hit. I don't want to hear an album. I'm good on. I wasn't listening to you before, and I'm damn sure not about to listen to you now. So I think the hip hop shit is not gonna work. You obviously you got to be on drugs to make good music, and you know you can't be on drugs because you're on 20 years of probation. Nigga, get into comedy. Watch out now. Get into comedy, nigga. That is your calling, Jefferson, because everything else is dried up. You know what I'm talking about? You're not a fashion model, nigga. You know, it's questionable if you're still a rapper because you ain't put out one hit. You know, I did a grown man thing the other day. I grew the hell up and listened to Gunna at the gym. And boy, oh boy, I don't know what the hell was wrong with me prior to that. Gunna is grown man rap. Gunna is motivational rap. Gunna is workout rap. Gunna is victory rap. Now I'm talking about, I did the grown man thing and I pressed play on a Gunna album and I was impressed. You know? Gunna is aspirational music. He is underdog music. You understand? He's the underdog. Why are all of the underdogs winning? Let's take a toll. Everybody that's really winning right now is the underdogs. The underdogs are up and the bullies are down. What is that telling you about the times that we're living in? Take toll of it. Yo, Gunna, that shit, I listened to the no skips and it was a vibe. So look at Gunna and Little John with the workout shit. I used to work with Little John back in the days. I used to work with Little John. I was working for Pitbull, and Pitbull was Little John's protege. This is during the crunk era. This is when Little John was making songs with Ying. This is at Little John's height, at his highest. I was around Little John at his highest. This is 02, 03. TVT, Brian Leach, all that fly shit, right? I'm scrolling through the internet the other night on a late night, and I'm talking about, I see a page that say Little John with a dude, this mad brawler, right? And I'm like, damn, niggas done hack Little John's name. In my mind, I'm like, there's niggas. I was like, people be cloning other people's pages and just straight snatching their whole names from them. Cause you know, there's like you know, we on Instagram. Everybody is somebody who, you know, they all taking people's, like, how the fuck did a girl named Pluto? I thought that was Future's name. How is this anorexic chick? This bitch, she need a sandwich and whatnot. How did she become Pluto? Like, Atlanta, I need fucking answers. Like, I'm confused. Nigga, y'all get a random project chick and name her Pluto? Nigga. But anyway, So I'm looking at Little John page. I'm looking at a nigga with no glasses. It didn't even look like he had locks or nothing. And he's like, he's like fucking blue pill brolic. Come to find out, it's fucking John, and he's not little. This nigga did a whole transformation. First, he was a DJ. I remember seeing the nigga DJing, and he's playing in fucking Ibiza. I'm like, damn, I didn't even know this nigga was a DJ. But, you know, he's a producer, so yeah, duh. Yeah, he's a DJ. Then, he's a fucking workout nigga. I'm like, when did this happen? I'm talking about he's doing like, bodybuilder competitions. Then I go on Instagram, my dude who I also met, ladies and gentlemen, Jazzy Faye. Jazzy Faye is on a watermelon fast, and Jazzy Faye is slimmed up. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in Atlanta? So there's two dichotomies of Atlanta right now. Even though there's like 10 Atlantas, nigga, Atlanta is Atlantis. There's an Atlanta frequency where some of the elders or the older men, right, are recreating themselves, not like the Atlanta housewives, not like Nene and them. They're not going underneath the knife. They're not trying to keep up with 20-year-olds by getting surgery and augmenting themselves and lying, right? Being dishonest in their quote-unquote transformation. Yeah, I'm judging. No, they're going into the gym. Gunna, Jazzy Faye, John. They're going. Yeah, go and look that shit up. I wish I could share it right now. I would show you niggas what Little John is looking like. Where is my mods at? Like, did the mods take the day off? Respectfully. These individuals with money are looking around the industry and they're seeing their peers dying of preventable ailments, high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, cancer, prostate cancer, heart, all of these things that people are succumbing to, lupus, right? They are retroactively, without running their mouths, without being all, without proselytizing, right? Without running their mouth, without trying to be seen and heard, they're doing the work. And when you do the work, it's hard not to be seen. And then when somebody asks you a question, then you're heard and whatnot. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Y'all niggas don't need to be saying a lot. Just do it. Stop talking. Stop talking and just do. We are in the era of the doers, not the thinkers, not the knowers. Nobody cares what you think and nobody gives a fuck what you know. What are you doing with all of that shit that you got? What are you doing? Because if you do it right, you will affect many more. You will affect millions. Look at what's going on in the Young Thug situation. Young Thug is talking. He's not doing shit. He didn't do one sit-up in jail, bro. He didn't do one push-up. He looked flabby and sick. You know what I'm talking about? This nigga looked pregnant. He got all fat in jail and he got cocaine weight or whatever the fuck was going on. He's just sitting around eating bonbons, talking on the phone to Mariah. Who's gonna get Mariah? She needs a fucking hug. You know what I'm talking about? Mariah needs a hug. You know what I mean? She needs a square nigga in her life to take a. She don't need to be nowhere around no street niggas at all. I hope she learned her lesson. Once again, unequally yoked. There, you can't win in those situations. You know how they say opposites attract? No, nigga, opposites repel. A fucking cat and a rat don't make no children, bro. Opposites repel. They don't attract, nigga. Y'all be running with this opposites attract stupid shit, and I see y'all with y'all bae, and I'm like, yeah, nigga. Opposites repel. Opposites repel. They don't attract. The hell? Opposites repel. So y'all need to start. If you have not learned the cosmic lesson of what the fuck the universe was trying their best to teach the people of the planet Earth, especially the chosen ones, with this debacle and these fiascos over the past 3 years, ever since like Drake and shit start falling, it's just been exposure after exposure after exposure after exposure. From a cosmic level on the 4D, it's just literally dominoes falling, right? But from this view that we have, we're just watching these stars fall and whatnot. But nigga, it's a domino effect. Everybody is falling down. And the universe is showing to the chosen people that you have no business whatsoever laying with no motherfuckers like this. You don't have no business whatsoever giving your energy to motherfuckers like this. You don't have no business whatsoever just being in business with motherfuckers like this. You're not supposed to be in no gang with motherfuckers like this. You're not supposed to be tied in blood-wise with motherfuckers. You're not supposed to be procreating with people like this. You're not supposed to be trusting motherfuckers with your life and your safety. It's been showing you time after time after time after time. But have you learned from what you're seeing? Or are you only stuck in a state of gossip where you think that all of this shit is occurring and it has nothing to do with you? That you're better than this, that you're bigger than this, that you're all of whatever your ego is telling you. No. It's letting you know that street shit is a body, it's in a casket. It's in a casket. All of your heroes look weak in front of these judges and whatnot. Near one of them did what the Moors have done, and that's speak up for themselves. All of your gangsters are fucking weaklings. All of your gangsters allow other men to speak for them, especially when their freedom is on the line. Nigga, that's not a man. You know what I'm saying? That's not gangster. Not to say that you can't have your lawyers talking for you. I don't want to confuse anybody. Please understand. I'm speaking about mind states. I'm speaking about standing on what you stand on and standing on it when it matters the most. If you stand on something, nigga, stand on it. So are the Moors or are regular people who are standing for sovereignty, are they more gangster? Are they more brave? Do they have more of a courageous heart? Are they smarter than you niggas? Because I've seen them give the judge 20 years back. I've seen them beat cases. I've seen them walk out the court. I've seen them clear the courtroom out for one nigga with a folder. Like the folder had a bomb in it. The streets is dead. It been dead, but it died in front of you multiple times. And I don't give a fuck if you look away, you can still smell the body. The streets is dead. And if you get caught in the streets, you dead too. Because you know better. All of the people that claimed that they was leaving consciousness back in the days because Umar wasn't hurrying up and sending these niggas an invite to the fucking school opening, or they got upset because Polite wasn't matching when he was wearing designer. He had on a fucking Louis, he had on Versace with Louis socks, and you niggas got upset and was like, I don't want to be conscious anymore. Or you niggas jumped ship because Sarnetta was getting, he was having debates on the internet. Every single one of these people who dropped their flag and tried to go back to where they from whence they came, they try to climb back over the fence that they jumped over when they started becoming woke and conscious, and niggas went back to eating shrimp. They went back to eating wings and whatnot. They went back to Wingstop. They went back to the strip club. They went back to standing on people's couches and whatnot. They went back to playing dice on the side of the project building. Yeah, all of them got laid out. They all got washed up. I'm dead ass. I went back to Harlem and seen a bunch of them working the carpet. They was selling their CDs right next to Cardi B on 25th and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? Or they was in work, they was at Raising Cane's. Put it in a bag, nigga. Put the fries in the bag, fam. Put the fries in the bag. Don't even talk to me, nigga. Put the fries in the bag. You know what I'm talking about? You can't go back after you leave. You can't put toothpaste back in the motherfucking tube, nigga. It just it doesn't work like that. They say the only advice to give somebody who started the race is nigga, don't stop. So everybody that claimed that I'm going back to UPS, nigga. I'm going back to, you know what I'm saying? I'm going, I dropped out to be Egyptian. I'm going back to UPS, nigga. I'm going back to Amazon. All right, bye, nigga. Goodbye. You know? Don't let the fucking door hit your ass and oof. Like what? What? How many of them do you know is winning right now? Please let me know. I haven't seen one of them yet. Who did any of that work for? Let me know. You got sisters that went and got perms and shit, try to mix in and go back into the world and what? You look fucking crazy. I'm here to let you know you look fucking stupid. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Who are you trying to impress? Like, your whole message, everything, your brand is garbage to me now because you don't even look the part. You couldn't even hold on. And it's really not about visuals. It's the mentality. It's what's in your mind. It's your mind. It's the fact that mentally, I know that you backsliding. Mentally, you backsliding. You couldn't hold the fucking line. So people get into this shit with a followers mentality. They're really not on a personal journey of growth and develop. They're really not on a spiritual journey. They're just signing. They're living out their adult cheerleader dreams. You just a motherfucking cheerleader as an adult. You didn't get picked when you was in high school, so now you're cheerleading on a YouTube channel. It's sad, bro. It's fucking sad. And these are grown ass. These are grandparents. Some of them. These are grown people. It's fucking sad. You're cheerleading at 60 years old. Come on, fam. Come on, fam. You're on Facebook fucking cheerleading for a person that you never even met. Like that's what you signed up for. That's what you gave all of this shit up for. That's what you made a public declaration at the Thanksgiving table to be a fucking cheerleader for a stranger who won't even take a picture with you. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. We need to bury some shit tonight for this eclipse. We need to leave some things behind, man. We all everybody has to take inventory, I feel, and just whatever doesn't work for us, whatever doesn't serve us, This is a trial and error walk that we're on. I've been walking this trial. I've been walking these trails, and I've been on trial for damn near 2 decades. So you don't figure it out on the first walk. You don't figure it out on the first walk. Do you know how many times I failed forward? Do you know how much trauma I've been through? Do you know how much fucking failed relationships I've had? You know what I'm talking about? Do you know how much double crossing and backstabbing has occurred on this trail, on these trials? Do you know how many people showed me their fangs, my nigga? It's crazy. But guess what? It's just a special kind of database. I signed up for this. I threw my hat in the ring. This is what you know what I mean? I have to when those things happen, I have to look within. I have to see if it's a cause and effect. I have to take personal inventory that I incur this quote unquote affliction. Did my hand call for this? Do I have something that I have to take personal account for? I can't be a victim in every situation. Where am I messing up at? What do I need to clean up? What do I need to purge? What part of me do I need to work on? Because shit going on, but it's still a reflection. It's a mirror. So with all of the things that have happened in this community over the years, as much as I wanted to tap out and whatnot, I'm like, nah, nigga, that's a lesson. Learn from it. You know what I'm talking about? Learn from it. When you see one of your peers falling and whatnot, make sure that your ass never get into a trap that they was in and made them fall. Don't make fun of them. Take an assessment, take an inventory as to how did they fall. And one of the main things that I've pointed out before, I could put the picture up, but once again, people that get upset with me think I'm making fun of people when they're down, and I'm not. But there's a flyer or there's a picture going on with like 7 people's faces on it, going all the way back to the master teachers from the 80s and whatnot. And they're showing how each one of these persons are incarcerated. And there's a theme. There's a theme. There's a recurring theme. And damn near each one of these individuals who are property of the state, aka state property, is all sex related. It's all sex related. It's all dealing with non-mastery of one's lower selves, y'all. Right? I'm not making this up. I'm not glorifying nobody's downfall. I don't have no horse in that race, right? But they all fell because they could not control their lower selves. These are all sex crimes that we're talking about. We ain't talking about niggas is not in the feds for mail fraud. Niggas is not in the feds for for finessing using credit cards. Niggas is not in the feds for moving work. They're in the feds for fucking around with women the wrong way. So it harkens back to a conversation that we had on the show yesterday, right? It harkens back to a conversation that we had on the show yesterday where there was a younger brother in the audience, right? And the conversation that we were having with him was about mastering your lower self and practicing discipline. The most disciplined that I've ever been in my life, and I'm sorry and sad to say it, was when I was in boot camp. That was the most disciplined that I was in my life. And the reason why I said that I'm sorry to say it is because why did I have to be under the quote unquote boot of the drill instructors for me to be disciplined? I was under threat and duress of going to the big house. And that's how they kept me in line inside of boot camp. If anybody been to shock, or if anybody's been to state appointed boot camp, then you know what it is. This was like back in the days on a parole violation. These motherfuckers was on my they singled me out for some reason, because they was like, you look like you're a problem. You look like you're defiant. That's what they would call it, defiant. I was carrying logs. I was doing extra push-ups. You feel me? But what they said in hindsight, when it was all done, they said, we saw the greatness in you. You walked through that door and there was something about you that stood out from the other, they would call us inmates, that stood out from the other inmates. And we put the pressure on you and we stayed on top of you because we knew that there was something great that was inside of you. And it chiseled me. The discipline helped chisel me into a version of myself that I was very proud of when I looked at myself in the mirror afterwards. I was a good 180, solid. You know what I'm talking about? I was working out every day, running. I could run 5 miles easily. Why did it have to go down? Why did it have to get to that? Why did it have to get to that for me to be disciplined? So when niggas be like, shout out to H Factor. H Factor, cause H Factor's from West Point. He went to West Point. So I'm like, I gotta scream at you, H. Cause you was in boot camp. I gotta anybody that tells me they been in the army or boot, I'm screaming at you, nigga. Don't take it personal. But cause I know what it takes. White people were screaming at you, nigga. So I'm gonna scream at you too. We can't talk regular. You let white people scream at you in boot camp, well, I'm gonna scream at you too. That's just how we're gonna communicate. Cause we gotta remember that pressure. You know what I'm talking about? Cause them people was putting pressure on me. They was putting pressure on me, bro. Real talk. They was trying to break me, bro. They was trying to break me because inside of that system that they have, if you snap, if you throw something, if you snap back, if you fight another dude, you going right to jail. And nobody wanted to go to jail. So with that being said, and I bring that example up to whereas this was I was a teenager, so I was not responsible. I'm not a teenager anymore, so I'm responsible. I didn't have children back then. I didn't have nothing to live for back then. I didn't have a purpose back then. I was being defiant. I was still dealing with mommy issues, daddy issues, and all of that. So I was rebelling. I was crying out when I was 18 and 19. So the activities of that era that I was living, I will not glorify it. I will not stand on it like it was the greatest time of my life because it wasn't. I paid for my quote unquote unhealed trauma by getting caught up in them people's system. So when I see these YNs and when I see these young people getting caught up in them people's system and they looking angry and they're looking like they need somebody to talk to and they're looking abandoned and they're looking hurt and they're looking like Jeffrey, I know what they need. You know, they need some type of therapy. They need some type of purpose to be instilled in them. They need something greater than they need a program. The program saved me. And I keep saying it and I don't care because somebody is going to hear this and it's going to help them. The program saved me. What was the program? Consciousness. And I'm not bigger than it. I'm not bigger than the program. The program was consciousness and it saved me. That's what I had working for me. The fact that them people in Harlem accepted me in 2005. They saw something in me. They gave me a shot. They gave me a slot. They gave me a place to set up. And I did that. And I set up. And I stood out there. And I didn't know. I was standing out there. I didn't know what the future was gonna hold. I didn't even know about YouTube back then. You know? But we need discipline. We need discipline, but we don't need to be in boot camp. But we need discipline. We should create a conscious version of boot camp, to be honest with you, with all of with the West Point graduates. With I remember one day when I was in New York and I said, who in this audience is military? As Azil raised his hand and like 30 niggas raised their hands. And I was like, God damn it. I was like, nigga, we've been infiltrated. What the fuck? What the hell? And I had a problem with that because I was like, how you niggas is military and we in New York, y'all niggas didn't take us to shoot a gun one time. Like, how everybody in the audience military, but I don't know how to take a person's life with my hands. Like, what the fuck are y'all in the audience for? What get up? I got on my drill instructors. Get the fuck up. Like, nigga, what? I didn't know. I just asked a random question. Then mad hands started coming up. Yeah, we need a boot camp. We need basic training. For anybody trying to change their name to a L or a Bay, or you trying to rock some type of you trying to be amongst the gods, we need basic training, bro. We would fare better in the long run if we had some type of rites of passage, because this just can't be a rest haven for the weirdo activity and motherfuckers that are just rejects and they just slide it. Rejects from the red pill society and they just become conscious or woke. Fucking rejects from the criminal world and they just find their way into this shit. Rejects from the fucking projects and now your ass is Alibaba Bhutan Bay. No, nigga. Where did you come from? And what's your levels? Like we need to be able to assess one another. I promise you we would fare better. We would fare better. And this is no affront to anyone. This is in no way an attempt to try to create rank and file and push anybody out of the way, or no. This is about making this community a lot more quote unquote credible and stronger. Because one thing I do know is that men are suffering from not being able to control themselves. Men are having a humongous issue fighting their lower selves. Men are living in the world where they are hypersexualized and they don't know where to put their energy. They cannot focus. They cannot focus in this quote unquote in this world where all of this stimulation is just has people running in fucking circles chasing their tail and nothing can be done. Look how long it's taken to build a fucking school because the discipline is gone. You know? The discipline is gone. If there was some discipline like how the Amish have, if it was some fucking discipline like how the Mexicans have, niggas would be in a whole different situation right now. But because there's so many options and you have so much motion, there's no discipline. And you could literally see how that shit is affecting the bottom line. People are not building, they're not creating, they're not quote unquote completing projects, they're not finishing shit, they're not holding the charge. You know? It's just a lot of microwavable Minuteman activity, instant gratification. Motherfuckers just sliding in and sliding right out. You know? It's just sliding in and sliding out. You know, with no cares to stick around and make that shit work. So all of this is, you know, this is all lunar eclipse talk. This is all eclipse talk. You know what I mean? This is a verbal, quote unquote, denunciation of things that no longer serve oneself. This is a verbal denunciation of, quote unquote, of certain frequencies that I'm just literally calling out, that I'm just identifying. I'm collapsing the wave. You know what I'm talking about? I'm collapsing that wave. Whatever that wave is being collapsed. Nigga, whatever that wave is, we're collapsing it. It doesn't serve us. We don't want to ride that wave. We don't want to swim in that current. You know what I'm talking about? And we damn sure don't want to drown in it either. So it's time to collapse these waves, because I promise you, it gets greater later. And there's more to there's more than meets the eye. But we just have to move that other shit out the way, because when it's too noisy and when there's too many options to look at, like the lady in the red dress in the Matrix, how can you focus? You're not, you're being distracted. Your head is on fucking swivel 360. You can't laser in. You can't, quote unquote, you can't get tunnel vision. You're supposed to be locked into February. This month, I made a commitment. No fapping, no releasing, none of that shit. I'm going in from motherfucking my birthday is coming up in November. I got one of the biggest workshops on November 1st, the Day of the Dead. I'm about to turn 50 on the 14th. You feel me? And then I got a whole bunch of other Scorpions that I want them to enjoy their life, because I've been watching a lot of my Scorpion brethren not enjoy their birthday, not enjoy their quote unquote season. You feel me? And I have a problem with that. As a Scorpion King, I'm like, fuck that. We all getting lit. We got to pop bottles this year. Niggas, we got Spin's birthday is on the 2nd. KT's birthday is on the 3rd. Jefferson's birthday is on the 1st. Like, nigga, we got a Scorpio agenda. I don't put on for myself. I'm not a teenager. I'm damn near. I'm unk, nigga. I'm 50. I'm a coach, nigga. I put on for the gang, and I got family, and they cool with it, and I put on for them. But nigga, this is a community. I'm not a one man army, nigga. I'm not doing this for myself. This is not about. I'm not on the internet by myself. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not on the internet by myself. So I'm putting on for the bros. I'm putting on for the bros. I'm putting on for my people. I don't need to have all the fun. I've had enough fun in life, I promise you. I've had so much fun, nigga. I've had lifetimes of fun. You know what I'm talking about? Lifetimes of fun. You know? That shit don't pay the bills. And it don't necessarily translate. Memories are what translate. Memories are what you can't buy with fiat. Memories are rich. You know, memories are rich. And the true wealth is a good face card. I could go anywhere in Black America and I'm good. I'm good. I could get put up. I don't have to pay for shit. There's certain places that I go, I don't even pay to eat, bro. There's certain places that I go to, I don't gotta pay for lodging. I'm good on couches, nigga. I'm good in guest rooms. I'm good in garages. Whatever it is, my face card is good. It's a good feeling. And I tell people, and I let people know, the reverse, the opposite of that is the worst feeling in the world, where your face card is not good, and when you go places, you gotta hide. You don't ever want to feel like that. You don't ever want that feeling. I promise you. It's debilitating. It will strip you of your aura. So I've done enough talking, and I really appreciate y'all. Uh, I really appreciate y'all. The trolls, the human beings. Like I said, it's bots from Botswana. The dead internet theory is real. We are interfacing in a new environment that is very, you have to learn how to navigate through this new world. Once again, you have to heighten your senses because you are literally in echo chambers. You're literally in chat rooms with algorithmic bots, right? Computers, AI, Agent Smith of the Matrix. That's what a bot is. The Agent Smith of the Matrix. Remember Agent Smith in the Matrix, where he was multiplying and he was trolling and whatnot, and he was basically a thorn in the side of the Neos? Nigga, that is what a clone and a bot on the internet is. So even when people will come in the chat room and start talking crazy, nigga, bots, Agent Smiths, not real. But when Neo was fighting something that was not real, and when Neo was fighting Agent Smith, he was giving Agent Smith his essence and his power. So you have to know properly how to navigate in this very new world and this very energetically draining space. You have to protect your peace. You have to protect your quote unquote your sanity. You got to protect your energy because you will literally get pulled down and drained and sucked and used like a battery if you don't know what the fuck you doing in this space. This is a different time. You not even safe in the real world, let alone the fucking internet. You know what I mean? Cyberspace. The evolution will be digitized. If you don't know how to silver surf this shit, nigga, you will drown. Okay? If you die in the internet, you die in the real world. Or if you die in the Matrix, you die in the real world. That's what they said in the movie The Matrix, right? I talked to A. Rashid too. We're gonna have a show on simulacra, right? And the simulation. That's the book that Neo was opened up in the beginning of the Matrix when remember when they knocked on his door and he was selling the digital drugs and he was on the dark web jugging. Remember when they knocked on the door and he saw the white rabbit? Well, that book was simulacra and simulation. Go and look it up. You know what I'm talking about? That's what the internet, the whole internet is, the whole matrix, the whole internet is simulacra, hyper reality. So we're gonna talk about that. I think I'm gonna do a show with Rich about that so we could really do it in a big audience. November 1st, November 2nd, me and Savan Bomar are gonna be doing a AI master workshop with Brother Rich. The Day of the Dead is on my day, Saturday. I'm doing the Day of the Dead, November 1st. I'll be talking to the ancestors and you niggas at the same time because AI is the quantum. AI is pulling from the quantum, from the land of the dead, and is pulling from the land of the living. The AI is pulling from the future, past, and the present is quantum. And I'm going to demonstrate and I'm going to show you how you out there could God up using AI, how you could literally live like a God, how you could generate, operate, and destroy, you know what I mean, using these tools. You know what I'm talking about? Because AI is not going to take your job. A nigga like me who knows how to use it is going to take it. That's a fact. November the 1st, November the 2nd. We'll be doing shows on this platform. We'll be doing shows on Savon's platform. We'll be doing shows on Rich's platform, Radiohead Rich, leading up to the first. Just make sure that y'all following uh the build up, the rollout is what they call it. The rollout is gonna be crazy. The rollout is going to be epic. You'll never see a rollout like this ever again. And you've never seen a rollout like this before. You know what I'm talking about? So prepare yourself, get ready. This shit is up. Um, if once again, if you're in Atlanta and you want Techno Tuesday IRL tomorrow, give me an emoji in the chat room. Let me weigh it out. Let me see where y'all at. Cause y'all play a lot of games. Y'all be like, yeah, we want it, but y'all motherfuckers will not come outside of your house. So let me see the emoji, and I'll let you, I'll show that to spin, and we'll see if we're gonna do it or not. Because the the vibe coding session that we have prepared for y'all, the new tools that we got prepared, the AI, the fucking new tools that came out in the last 3 or 4 weeks, crazy. You gotta see this shit in person. Crazy, bro. Shit is going crazy. In a perfect world. And also, I'll be in the Discord tomorrow for the AI Masters. We opened up a new Discord. We got a whole new community. It's about 200 of us right now. So I'll be there tomorrow. I look forward to meeting everybody and talking shit with y'all. Matter of fact, we might do there it goes. Techno Tuesdays in the Discord. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna talk to Spin about that. Techno Tuesdays IRL in the fucking Discord. That's what we're gonna do. You see how that works? Shit just be coming to me in real time. Y'all got to see it, and you get to see my brain working in real time. But shout out to my mods. Copper Moon is in the building. I always, Copper, I gotta see you there. If I don't see that blue wrench, you know what I mean? I start getting nervous and whatnot. But it is great seeing you, Copper. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for always being there to hold it down. That means so much to me. You have no idea. As well as too on this lunar eclipse, I'm sure that the opposite also, if this is about purging, this is also about reaffirming. This is also about letting people know that you love them, holding them tight, hugging them, being very affectionate towards them. Facts. You know what I mean? But definitely know how we open up the show. This is about burying that doesn't work for you, putting shit in a box. Uh, you might have to kick some shit over a fence or something. I don't know, punt it somewhere, whatever, burn it, bonfire, bury it, whatever it is. That doesn't serve you, get rid of it. That part. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, peace, love, and light. We will see you on the next broadcast, and that is tomorrow for Techno Tuesdays. All right.